And yes, that is true. We will see pit stops, so it makes sense that they might train for that. That is true. I did not think of that. It's a good one. All right, guys, preseason test. Road Atlanta. Ferrari F-Series. The new hot shit on this platform. 5 seconds and then we are lining up on the grid. There we are. There we are. All right, we have Grasa. We have Fibo, Cacciao, Binsbergen, Medina, Lynch, Aufschneider, Blümke, Mike van der Vogt, Frutos, and Melny Schenkel here on Road Atlanta. 30 seconds to go. And I wonder how T1 will play out. The damage is amped up to 200%. So you might not want to hit your neighboring car too much. All right. And green flag. There we go. We're up and about. Frutos with relatively good start side by side with Melny Schenkel. Having the inside there. Melny Schenkel stays outside. We're going up the hill. Will we see a crash here already? I wonder. Because going through here side by side is a bit of an endeavor. I see somebody sliding. It's Binsbergen. Oh no. It's Binsbergen and Medina. Oh, and that looks to be like not horrible damage, hopefully. But let's go back to the race. Frutos losing it. I think he had the front there. He was in the front. Is not anymore. Frutos probably driving for... He himself is signed up for Exa Ferrari Challenge. And he is to be in a team with Medina. That means Cacciao, Gallego are probably in the Nitro Knights team, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Very close, the battle. Frutos versus Blümke, the Friday night owner. Into the braking zone we go, and Frutos breaks late in comparison to Lars Blümke and makes the overtake into P5. Very, very close battle as well is Lynch Aufschneider. And I feel like that is happening any moment now. He's not going for the inside there. Aufschneider goes wide. Lynch almost goes wide as well. Alfie has to recover that somehow. And this is going to be tough. Doesn't look like an unsafe rejoin to me. All good. All good for now. And now the grid has split a bit. Grasa losing it, actually. Both 457 Racing Team drivers losing it on T1 right after T1. Lynch, Blümke, 4 and 5. There they are. Right behind each other. In P4 and P5. Melny Schenkel so far destroying the grid again. Already has 1 second to the front. Frutos and Mike, not in an active battle, but I do recall Mike saying, I'm a bit scared of Frutos. I'm not sure what's happening here. So I'm not sure if that fear is justified and what will happen in the midst of the race. Melny Schenkel putting up a 22.3. That's already a quite quick lap time for the race pace. If he can keep that up, then that's pretty well, like pretty good. Blümke currently running 24s, Lynch 24s, Frutos 22.7, Mike 23.4. So Frutos is actually catching Mike. Let's go for him for a while. This is battle for P2. Both of them are already on the podium if they can keep at that level where they are now. But they are battling actively for P2. Menishenko 2 seconds away. 41 minutes left. We're not many laps in yet. We're still warming. Well, I think we got tire blankies here. So, I think we invested in some tire blankies, so tires do not need much heating for now. But Frutos versus Mike is happening one way or another. Going for the outside there. Mike keeps it connected to the inside. And now he has to decide. Frutos makes the move to the inside. Mike slides the car in, but that was an incredible overtake. Holy shit, he's already gone. Mike did not have anything to answer there. Frutos in P2. And Mike lost so much time that now Lynch from the Friday Night Race Club is catching up to the third-placed Dutch driver, Mike van der Burgt. Other Dutch driver, Dani Binsbergen, currently in P9. Having some issues right at the beginning there with Medina. But I think that wasn't a huge issue. I think Dani might have just lost it. And there was a bit of an overlap there where they all kind of blocked each other. That is Dani Binsbergen and Victor Medina. Grasa still behind that in P11, but in an active battle with the Nitro Knights driver, Victor Medina. Hello, I disbelieve. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've got some good Folgers. Could go for it. I don't even know what it tastes like, so who knows. Frutos is starting to catch up in the pace. Menishenko actually just did a... Oh! Frutos almost losing. He's trying to push with the car, like, quite a lot now. And he is starting to catch up to Menishenko, but that's still 3 seconds he has to find in a race that runs for 45 minutes. And we'll see some pit stop strategy. And once that pit stop strategy, like, plays out, we will know more. In terms of the tire allocation, what are we thinking? Everybody on softs. Everybody on softs. Do we think that we see a soft, soft, soft? Or will it be soft and medium? I actually do not know. Could be both. Could be anything at this point. Was there some... Wait a minute. What happened here? Engine. Did he make it over the line? He did not. That is unfortunate. Medina, a lap down for killing the engine. Should we apply the DNF rule that we had back then? I mean, for the preseason tests, no, I know, Ace, but... You know, the... Nah, okay. Don't see the point. Yeah, I guess you're right. I do think that we saw the first official, like, engine crash. Like, crash in such a series where... I'm not sure we had that stuff I think we did have that stuff on TWS in Baku. But very rarely does it happen, actually, in Assetto Corsa that, like, the engine blows completely. It does happen with certain cars, don't get me wrong, but... I don't know what happened with Mike, but Mike actually dropped from previously being in 3rd to now being in 8th. So something is going on. And I'm not 100% sure what is going on. But it is a good day at the moment for Friday Night Race Club, as they are 3rd and 4th. Not so where when I'm playing. It really depends on the car and if you money shift. Downshifting too fast, yes. There is a shift protection on Assetto Corsa that you can put in, so that you don't downshift. If you do have an H shifter and you misshift or downshift too early, then there is no protection for that. But yeah. But we bumped it up on the Ferrari. The damage is 200%, so if you really do get into the wall, your car is pretty much done. Blümke Lynch doing very well with each other here. It works sometimes, sometimes it doesn't, yeah. With pedal shifters, like, there is a dead zone where if I really... There is still the possibility, it really depends on the car, that you damage the engine a bit, but yeah. Some cars also maybe don't have it. That could be. So I do wonder now, what is going on with Lynch and Blümke? Is there like a gentleman's agreement of, like, if you're in front, you stay in front? And I'll just try to battle a bit? Or is there like, as long as we're on the same track, so we battle each other? I don't know what the idea here is in the Friday Night Race Club. They might have an agreement that they don't fight. They might have an agreement that they fight. I don't know what team orders are. But if you're P3 and P4, fighting can really, really mess things up in the end. What isn't messing things up in the end is Melnichenko. Ivan Melnichenko in P1. 5, almost 6 seconds into the front of Frutos. And look at him. Look at him. He had the fastest lap last lap. So he is absolutely running away with it. And I feel, although there are some... that is true. I feel in general the car is very nice looking. And the liveries that have been made so far are very, very, like, neat. I really, really... I do enjoy when people do liveries for, like, the exact purpose of a racing series. And that is one of them. And I really love if people get creative in stuff like that we put up. Cagliao here for the Nitro Knights in the Nitro Knights car. Soon to be a father. We'll see how that works with the Ferrari F-Series. But he is here today, and I really, really do appreciate it. Had made a beautiful livery for this car. And is starting to get into the rhythm, hopefully. Now, when do we think the first few pit stops come along? What do you guys think? Any idea? I mean, Yodaka probably would have an idea since he drove yesterday. And he said the mediums were holding on pretty good. But we're not on mediums, we're on softs. Supposedly about now. Okay. Let's see if that's the case. Melnichenko stays out. Frutos stays out. Lynch and Blümke stay out. Oh, we have an active battle, guys. Let's get right in there. We have the battle for P7. This is Mike van der Burg, Dani Binsbergen und Fibo. I do not know what happened to Mike. I definitely need a bit of a sit rep later on what has happened to the Dutch driver. We know his teammate. That was a bit of an issue, but yeah. Do you think they go on... Do you think they run softs and mediums or softs and softs? If one stop. You did mention the mediums aren't soft. Okay. All right. That is a good question. I wish there was a bit more, but if we push the race for 5 minutes, that wouldn't make much of a difference. So we might still have to tweak the tire degradation a bit, but we'll see later on how much they actually degrade and what we do with it. We have two teams being quite close together. That is Lynch Blümke 3-4 and Mike van der Burg and Dani Binsbergen in P7 and 8. We have Medina and Frutos very high up. Medina unfortunately losing a lap. But look at them go. Look at them go. Half an hour left in this race. I don't like this. I mean, if I want to... Ah, it's a beauty. It's a beauty. All right. So, when do the first pit stops happen? So far, nothing. So far, I don't feel anybody has pitted. And I do wonder if that fun that Aufschneider was talking about, that this car will not get boring for me. Like, if there is a bit of an annoyance after 40 minutes in this of driving the car in itself. Because I feel like a lot of... when I see them driving right now, they are driving on the edge quite a bit. And they lost the car once or twice now. Like, in some capacity, the car's behavior can be, I guess, a bit weird from when I tested it. But not too much. So I don't feel we have a big problem here. Oh, Aufschneider versus Cariao now. Aufschneider versus Cariao. We are a few laps in now, and we're inside the second. Battle for P5. Look at them go. Aufschneider for 457 Racing Team. Cariao for Nitro Knights. I think especially the curbs here, they have to be really, really considered if you want to take them or not. They do tend to unease the car quite a bit. 2 seconds behind is Mike. And there they are. Aufschneider is now very, very close. And that seems to work. And I think if the exit works on the next one, he could maybe potentially do the move, but no, it's not enough. It is slipstream territory. And I'm sure the car will give a bit of slipstream. But I feel if we see an overtake, then maybe here. 0.2. Last few laps have been faster on Cacciao. But I think that does not include this lap. And the move is made. On the inside. Slightly overshoot. It does not touch Cacciao. It looked for a moment as he would. It looked for a moment like he did touch Cacciao, but did not. Did not. And there you see it. Cacciao, overall last lap, is losing out on time. I also have to say now that the pressure is on. Aufschneider is right behind. And I would like to say it's easy to calm down, but if you have a car in the mirror, in the rearview mirror, you are in general a bit more uneasy. You have to kind of see, okay, how do I take this turn? Do I close it up on the inside on the next straight? Or do I want to give him the inside? So you do have much more brain power goes towards the thing that is happening in the rearview mirror and what to do about it to get it out of the way. And Cacciao slightly going over on the grass. Now losing the car. Now losing the car fully. And he does a 180. And Mike sweeps through. Cacciao also loses out to Binsbergen. This was the battle for P6. And now Cacciao is P8. Unfortunate. Fibo is getting closer now as well. And that's how it is. That's why I said, well, technically, there was a bit of a reach there. But a lot of cars are still very, very close with each other. It's still very close racing. Also means that if you do make a mistake, there is directly a car behind you that wants to take that seat, that wants to take that spot and immediately go towards your position. And Cacciao lost, unfortunately, out here because maybe the pressure was a bit higher than anticipated. I don't know. We will maybe... I will see that I do ask him in the interview later on. We still have the Friday Night Race Club group here of drivers on the podium and not on the podium. And I wonder if there's like some sort of contact between the two saying, you know, what are we doing? What are we doing? Am I taking it as the owner? This is the preseason test, so it won't give exactly points. Enjoy the last... Hey! Have a good one. Thank you very much for joining today, I Disbelieve. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Have a good one. Alrighty. Alrighty. I do feel that this X especially makes it a lot more spicy, in my opinion, is when you know you have someone in front of you. And you know that if I push a bit too much now, this guy is in my team. So am I going the route of I want the highest possible score and points in the Drivers' Championship? Or do I want the best team result? And that's why I'm asking, and that's why this kind of team business here is so much more enjoyable than just a team championship. That would just go than a single driver championship, where this would not be like a consideration. You always try to finish as high as possible. But with your teammate in the front and a potential podium, with you technically being like getting a lot of points, are you risking it or no? Because it could also, with these cars, they break a bit easier due to the damage. And you know what happened between Rosberg and Hamilton? Taking each other out. If a rivalry goes beyond goes over the team's decision, and like just results in people taking each other out for the sake of proving a point, because ego is more important at that point, I feel. And that is unfortunate, but so far I feel like that is not a thing here. I have a feeling Lars, very nice guy. I don't think this is that much of a problem for him. Seeing his teammate Lynch, newly acquired teammate, by the way.
Goodbye.
Rowan Lynch is not very long in the Friday Night Race Club, and he was specifically also put into this for this event. Have a good night, Hugo. Sleep well. I'll be seeing you on Thursday. Manichenko in the pit now. People giving way. Manichenko getting out there. And I mean, the others weren't in the pit yet, right? I believe Manichenko might be their first to pit. And he might actually get most of this out of the car right now by changing now. Not getting past Feeble. There's the Friday night guys. Do you think Frutos tries to run it with no stop? Nope. There's the answer. Frutos goes into the pit as well. I mean, he could have played with it, but that would have not worked, I guess. Medina disconnects? What? What? Frutos in the pit. What? Okay, we have 10 people still driving. Fibo now a lap down as well. Seemingly in trouble. Now let me see. Fibo didn't... Wait a minute, in the free practice. Fibo did 25 laps. Did good laps in general. But there might have been a crash or two that resulted in him being where he is right now. Unfortunate. I kinda... I wonder. I'll ask around what the issue was. Manichenko in the... behind him. In the rear view mirror, we see him. Manichenko is catching up to Lynch and Blumke. And Lynch and Blumke, as far as I know, have not pitted yet. Manichenko is now getting a bit, hopefully not too nervous and making the move too early. Let's see when he does it. And let me see if I can find... Ah, there we go. There we go. Look at it. Ivan making the place back. He's net leader anyway. And 15 minutes. Do you think Blümke and Lynch are maybe doing a no-stop? Could not tell, but my. I mean, it's possible. Lynch is running 23s at the moment. If Frutos is starting to run 21s now, then potentially Lynch and Blümke, if they keep their pace now, could actually run a no-stop and actually finish double on the podium. On the other hand, this is a gamble. If the tires are done by the end, I think Frutos is overtaking, like, both of them back. They might even lose more time overall. I don't know. Do you think, Ace, what's your opinion? Are they hitting or not? I can't say for sure. This is definitely valuable data for the later season. Does fuel even last 45 minutes? You are making a good point. I do not know. I do not know. But this is a tight battle here for the lead. Lynch knows his days are numbered. Melnichenko is quick, and he sets the car side by side with Lynch. And he is putting the pressure on. There is no shadow of a doubt about it. And Melnichenko is much, much quicker. The problem is, Melnichenko last lap at 24. And what you don't want to do is Melnichenko is getting dragged down now. And there he makes the move. He's getting dragged down now in lap time. And might potentially have to fear Frutos if he catches back up. We have about 13 minutes left in this race. In this absolute joy of a race. And Frutos is 8 seconds behind Lynch and Blümke. And I feel they will defend like hell. Blümke now in the front though. Blümke now on P2. Lynch on P3. I think this is the strategy. I gotta be honest. I think they're not pitting. But Frutos is getting here. And at the moment, Frutos is... Let me give you the rundown. Frutos is 4 seconds faster every lap. They are indeed, all of them are on softs, yes. They're doing 26s right now. Well, Blümke does a 24. I think that's about the lap time we can expect is a 24. Frutos is doing 22s and faster. So either Blümke and Lynch fight like hell against Alex Frutos from Team Exa, by the way. Like, look at the last... no, that's the best lap. Look at last lap. Blümke 24.6, Frutos 22.4, Lynch a bit slower because they switched. They switched places. Blümke 23, Lynch 24, Frutos 21.5. This is going to be a battle in the last 5 minutes. This is interesting. This is extremely interesting. I am invested. I saw some smoke there. And Frutos is 10 seconds behind the leader. About 3 seconds to the front to Lynch. And Blümke is running away now. No slipstream for his partner anymore. He sees an opportunity here. We're looking at Frutos now. Team Exa Ferrari Challenge. Team Exa Ferrari Challenge is exactly the name. And you might be able to push now with your newer softs because you did the pit stop. You still have to make the overtake work, and I have a slight feeling that Lynch is not going to make that easy. 2.5 seconds left between Rowan Lynch and Alex Frutos. Friday Night Race Club versus Exa. And a 22.2 on the last lap for Frutos. Lynch, if I would have needed to guess, would say he was slightly slower. A second, maybe more, slower. So as I said, we have 9 minutes left. This is going to be a battle for the last 5 minutes, for sure. And Lynch will try his best. And if you know Lynch from the DTM races, from the Friday Night Race Club, from the Muffler, the 2-hour endurance race that we drive, you know that Lynch is up for a fight. You're not taking that easy. He is not giving that just away. But the speed difference is so different. Like, this is the lap start with 2.5 seconds in difference. And now Frutos is side by side with him. So he is getting driven out of the time. But, hey, Racecraft makes up for that. And Rowan will try to defend like hell. Ah, there you go. Frutos looking to the inside. Seeing if he can maybe already put the car side by side with Rowan. But Rowan is defending. 8 minutes left in the race. And they defended very well against Melnichenko. But now Lynch's job is basically to be as much of a pain in the butt as possible. Because even if Frutos can overtake Lynch, Lynch is actually driving out time for Blümke to catch back up. So, to actually gain in front. Blümke has traffic in front of him right now. And Frutos on the straight now. He is going to park the car somewhere. He tries for the outside. He tries for the inside. Lynch tries to keep on at it, but And there is just way more grip for Frutos' tires than for Lynch's. And I'm pretty sure that was it. That was the move. Blümke is hanging on by a thread. We have 3 different teams on the podium. If that isn't way more interesting than F1, then I don't know what is. Joking, of course, but, you know, it's interesting if that is mixed like that. Again, Molodan will go on the Shitsukor team for round 1, for the official round 1. And I have a slight feeling that Molodan... I do know that Molodan is fairly quick. Grasa was the traffic earlier. Molodan is fairly quick. Frutos might have more luck next time and be up there. We might see Mike. We might see Bensbergen up there. The pros. And the aliens. It is spicy. But let's go for it. Frutos now has Blümke right in front of him. And goes for the inside there. Oh, that looked close. That looked very, very close. Blümke keeps on at it, side by side. Has the outside. Frutos has way more grip and has the inside there. I don't think he can get that back immediately. Look at them go. 5 minutes. I wasn't exactly right then. So the last battle happened not 5 minutes before the end, but exactly there. So the strategy to keep out, to stay out and not change tires, it might have, I mean, that was their chance. I do understand. Fibo literally almost coming to a dead halt by being blue flagged. The tire age is wrong. We can't go by that. Yeah, Blümke is outside of the second now. So for me, that kind of clears it up where we are. The Friday Night Race Club driver is back at P3. Has now switched with Lynch, who was third at the first half of the race. 4 minutes left. Just a handful of laps. And Frutos is 2 seconds away now, so... It's pretty clear to me that battle has been fun, but... It's so weird to see that the Ferrari's tires, the rear tires, are in the air when we go downhill. Okay, so let's talk about the allocation of teams and drivers currently. We have Shitsukor Racing in P1 with Ivan Melnichenko. We have Alex Frutos, P2 for Team Exa Ferrari Challenge. There he is. There he is. We have Lars Blümke, Friday Night Race Club, P3. And his teammate, Rowan Lynch, in P4. Mike van der Bocht secures himself very, like, the 5th place back. I don't know what happened at the beginning there for Team Berg Racing. We have 457 Racing Team Lance Aufschneider, his teammate Grasser further down. Kajiao for Team Nitro Knights up there in P7. Dani Bensbergen. Unfortunately, a lot went wrong there at the beginning. Spinning out, very unfortunately. Grasser in the mix as well, 457 Racing Team in P9. And the end of the grid for everybody who's still driving is Fibo. That should be... SZ was, I think, Shafi. If that is wrong, I'm sorry, but I think it's might be close. 2 minutes left. Bit unfortunate for dead end. I thought we see Gal driving as well, but unfortunately did not show up to this race. He was listed He was listed. Peter Gall. And Dani actually throwing in a late pit stop. Is that a drive-through? It looks like a drive-through. Did we actually? For cutting potentially. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. But still P9. He was probably not unlapping himself. The battle with Grasa. Without the drive-through, I think he had the upper hand there in P8. And is now 5 seconds away. Alright, let's go back to Lynch and Blümke. Both drivers, same team. I do want to know what the drivers themselves feel about this kind of racetrack, car, combination in itself, strategy. So if you're listening to this right now and you're driving, like get those answers prepared. Like, what do you think about combo strategy? Should there maybe be more tire dig or not? You know, just switching it up so that the medium tire is maybe a consideration. You know. Okay. Overtime. Last lap. And that has been a very, very, very enjoyable preseason test, and
it's a top 10 situation.
That it was indeed. Maybe for the open series we get Yodaka to test it for us, Ace. Maybe. Or if you want to test it. And Melnichenko goes down and wins here on Road Atlanta. GG for Shitsukor Racing. Look at him go. What a beauty. I don't think it's a personal livery, but it's the livery that he picked. Beauty, beauty. Frutos second. Blümke third. Lynch fourth. It sounds goofy. No! At that moment, I needed it. Ah, okay. I will see in the replay. GG! Wow. Wow. GG, everyone! Anybody in chat, what do you guys think? Wow. F355 challenge for the PS2 was my first racing game. We actually want to play this on stream. And I sucked as much as today. GG. Off a race, but fun car. Okay. So, should we talk about what happened there at the beginning? Or, because I didn't see it. Well done, everyone, for finishing. Very, very much. You didn't spin? Okay. I was held up. Okay, let's look at it. I did not know at all. I didn't have it. I didn't see it very well, so let's go in. Why do I have only 8 minutes? What is wrong with my CM? Oh, was it Medina? Yes. Okay, gotcha. Oh, that, yeah, we saw this, and yeah, I just mixed up who was where. It's unfortunate. I don't. I have up to 1,000. There are no medium Sigi. What? But there is a different tire allocation. Sport and semi-slick. Then I think we're talking about the same thing. I just have a different name for it. I think Yodaka just called it because the sports are SM abbreviated. And you asked what happened to me. I spun over a curb. Oh no. And I was saying earlier that you are probably taking the curbs very, very heavy this time again. I did see the penalty. Yeah, Donnie. I did see the penalty. Oh, there. Oh. Oh. I see. I see. I hope everybody had fun, though. I mean, of course, except being held up and crashing. And I saw that Medina also crashed and had a complete engine failure. That was unfortunate. Like, the car is literally breaking. Like, look at the lights. It's dead. I'm going to see you next time. Bye-bye, Mike. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by today. Appreciate you being here. And appreciate everybody testing it today. I will invite some other teams as well still. We're not done with the teams yet. But we'll see. Orange bumper didn't feel any different. I'm not sure how much the bumper really makes a difference in terms of aerodynamics. But yeah, I did see your bumper being orange. That is true. Hi, mates. Hello, Frutos. Welcome. GG. GG. Great race. Yes, it looked beautiful. It absolutely looked beautiful. Thanks for participating. Thanks for joining. I hope to see you in the next one. The official first round. Delighted I didn't kill Rowan this time. Nah, funny not, but it was fun to watch. I was wondering, last, did you guys have a bit of a gentleman's agreement there? So what was the idea there?
No.
Like battling however it is? I feel as well, Aufschneider. The 45-minute race distance is good in my opinion. I think, yes. All good, Frutos. No problem. No problem. See you in 3 weeks. See you. Thanks for joining, Grasa. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for joining this. This is really something for the heart here. I want everybody here to have fun, and this is a bit of an organizer and team clash. I feel this is so much. This is so enjoyable when you to see everybody back on the grid and driving. I hope we see that more.